Dickie's Diary, 121. G'day friends, followers and fans. I'm continuing to watch the Aussie Open, the Happy Slam. Thought that was a sexual reference, to be honest. I've been watching it with keen interest. I'm thrilled that Ash Barty is making her way through the rounds, looking very strong and confident. She will need all her resources if she meets Naomi Osaka in the fourth round. I'm hoping that Jim Courier will do the on-court interview before the match commences, as this will really screw with Osaka's mind and put her off. Hit 'em where it hurts, eh? I have also noticed a very worrying development this year. Usually the Aussie crowds are very tennis-oriented and knowledgeable. You usually get some knobs who are just there to get tanked up and shout, "Aussie, Aussie, Aussie," just as a player is about to serve. But that happens in every event in every country. You always get a few ignoramuses turning up to embarrass their culture. However, this year the Aussie crowd seem to have gotten into the unforgivable habit of booing people they don't like, especially opponents of Aussie players, and between serves as well, which is a disgrace. Now don't get me wrong, I am not against parochial support of local players. It often helps them to play beyond their capabilities and demonstrates that each and every one of us is capable of more than we know. I know I certainly am. But booing your opponent is the height of bad manners, and we are in great danger of demeaning ourselves to the level of the French, which is a disgraceful. Do we really want to be referred to as rude as the French? I have even heard a large section of the crowd booing players during their victory interview with Jim Courier. This is beyond pathetic, and it must stop now. If this carries on, we will be wearing berets and carrying strings of onions round our necks before you can say, "Quelle horreur!" Honestly, we are making ourselves a laughing stock around the world. We just expelled the Joker because we didn't like his opinions, and now we are booing winners. This is utterly disgraceful, and we need to grow the hell up, Australia. This does remind me of the time that I was playing in the Aussie Open in my youth, and due to my bad boy image, I was not popular with some sections of the crowd. And yes, after I had broken several rackets and abused the umpire a few times, he deserved it, I started to get heckled by a restless crowd. After the match was concluded and the winner crowned, I thank you, I was expected to give a generous speech thanking the organisers and my opponent, which I did with great courtesy and respect. And upon reflecting on the crowd, I maintained my composure like a gentleman. I maintained my dignity throughout, saying, "You lot can beep the right off, you pack of rabid beepers, and don't bother coming back if you don't like class. You beepers haven't got the wit to recognise good tennis if you had two brain cells to rub together in that sun-stoked, heat-stroked chasm you call a brain." Security escorted me out of the building through a secret back gateway in an unmarked car with a blanket over my head, clutching the huge cheque in my sweaty hand. Magnifique!